This is an extract from the series Poison Ivy. I meant to catch up with you. Did anything come out of the matter with Sunita that we discussed? Robert immediately sat down. Yes, the matter where the person she described looked like me. No, she hasn't mentioned it since. I think she just wants to forget about it and move on. Bill nodded. Why is he looking at me like that, thought Robert. Okay, Robert. If anything is mentioned, please let me know. I need a coffee. A strong one, thought Robert. Leaving Bill's office, he walked to the coffee room, stopping to tie his shoelace. Did you see Sunita the other day? She's in a really foul mood, said a man. Yes, I kept out of her way. Marriage problems, I reckon. Maybe her husband is having an affair, or the other way around, responded a woman. Robert went into the coffee room and said, Morning. Hi, morning, Robert. Are you well? Said the man. Smiling, Robert said, Never better. He pressed the coffee machine for a black coffee, and the silence pricked his ears with the unspoken word, Is Robert the one she's having an affair with? They left, and he stepped on his right shoe with his left. Oh my God, is everyone talking about me, he thought. The mind game started again. Even when he wasn't in proximity with Sunita, she was a thorn in his side and entering his spiritual world. Regretting that he ever stepped into forbidden territory was premature, for it seemed that Denise was idol-worshipping Sunita, and the entire office was pointing fingers at him and behind his back whispering, He's the one, having the affair with Sunita. He couldn't prove any of the pictures his mind had painted, but guilt was driving his emotions and making him see things that he had no evidence were really there. It was a long, slow walk back to his office with the conclusion that it was better to avoid people and protect his conscience from becoming inflamed with accusations of his indiscretions. He opened his office door, happy that he had to leave in 1 hour to see clients rather than fester in uncertainty of what was known and what was still hidden. His breath became more frantic when he finished his last client call and walked to his car. Bridge House was in his head, and he checked his phone wishing it was a message from Sunita to tell him it was over, and he shouldn't bother coming. As he opened the car door and sat in the driver's seat, he thought, go home to Denise, tell her everything and beg for mercy. It seemed a good idea, but he couldn't see how Denise would go from having her heart ripped out of her chest to saying, Robert, I forgive you, and I still want to marry you. No, Robert, this is it. You go to Bridge House, tell Sunita it's over, and that will be it. Do you understand? The question he asked himself was to affirm that there would be no frolicking or acquiescing to temptation. Flicking through the inbuilt navigator, he went to recent searches, locating Sunita's address and pressing go. His phone beeped. What time will your meeting finish, and what time will you be home? His finger hovered on the reply as he calculated the timings in his head. 10:30 p.m. he texted back. That late, Denise replied. Yes, we'll have a bite to eat with the president. Okay, love you. Get home safely. I'm waiting for a big kiss and in anger, he threw the phone onto the passenger side. Madness at himself rolled in his mind, that here he was playing games with the heart of the woman that he claimed to love. This is Poison Ivy, a series of 6 books. For more information, go to rd-valentine.com.